All right, guys, what's up? The Iceman here on the Jeffrey Rose YouTube channel. It's a Monday afternoon. I had a great day at work. Worked from 7 to 2:30, and I get to do normal hours pretty much all week this week. With Friday off, and then Saturday 5 to 1 a.m. or 1:30 a.m. I believe. Um, Stayed up late last night, watched the very exciting Red Sox Tigers game where David Ortiz hit a grand slam in the eighth, and Jared Saltalamacchia had the game-winning hit in the bottom of the ninth. The Red Sox even the series at one game apiece. Oh, so now a little bit of news here, and this is sort of funny too because TNA was trying to work out a contract with Hulk Hogan, and of course he wants more money, and he went to the WWE thinking he was going to get a contract there uh, for a major match, and I guess they did offer him money, but it was like nothing that he thought he was going to get. Um, they were talking about The Rock and Brock Lesnar's contracts. For one night, those guys made just as much as Hulk Hogan does in TNA in a year. And that sort of like threw Hogan off, I guess. But so, you never know. He could end up back in TNA. You know, it just goes to show you what Hulk Hogan is looking for. It's all about the money. So as far as I'm concerned, I'd rather see Hulk Hogan away from TNA. Why hog that money where they can pay it to somebody else that's in the ring and wrestles? And that's my opinion on that. Now, for tonight's Monday Night Raw, there's an interesting note that I saw that, and I think this is just totally ridiculous, that they're going to talk about having a storyline where the Big Show gets arrested for punching out Triple H. Okay. Now, so he gets arrested for punching out Triple H, but yet they order him to knock out Dusty Rhodes, Daniel Bryan, The Miz. I mean, all these guys in the recent past, nothing happens. But he hits Triple H. Suppose he's going to get arrested. This is a really totally ridiculous storyline if they follow through with it. I mean, sometimes I think the WWE thinks we're idiots. I really do. I mean, I know it's entertainment, but I mean, be real. I mean, it doesn't gel together. It doesn't make any kind of sense at all. Um, but again, they're gonna focus on the Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton thing, and I'll be honest with you, I can't wait for Hell in the Cell to come and get over with because I want this to be decided and be done with. It's been going on since SummerSlam, since Daniel Bryan first won the title and was pedigreed by Triple H and Randy Orton cashed in, and then beating Orton and then losing it to a fast count, supposedly, which it was a fast count, I understand. But, you know, it's gone on too long. I'm getting bored with the storylines. I don't know what you guys are getting, if you're getting bored with it or not, but I know I am. And I, I'm just let's get back to friggin' wrestling. You know, everybody's complaining about John Cena. They're all saying he's going to come back and win the world heavyweight title. I don't know if he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna because I think Sandow is going to be involved in this. But if Cena does come back and win it, at least finally it's off Alberto Del Rio, and it has to be somebody that's worthy of taking it off Alberto. Um, because right now there's not too many people out there that are worthy enough to hold that world heavyweight title and are worthy enough to defeat Alberto Del Rio because Del Rio is really very strong at this point. So it's got to be somebody that's worthy of taking the title away from him. And it's not going to be Dolph Ziggler. He's totally out of the mix right now. And there's really nobody else. So if you're going to whine and cry and complain if Cena does win it, don't complain about John Cena. Complain about the booking and the writing because that's where it all comes from. Um, John Cena's just doing his job. And I've said this so many times in the past before. But yeah, I'm sure we'll probably see the likes of Triple H tonight. I don't know about Stephanie McMahon, but Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, will be on tonight um, because he'll probably address the fact that he is going to be the special referee at Hell in a Cell between Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan. Now, one would figure this. Shawn is good friends with Triple H, so a lot of people will think, well, Daniel Bryan's getting screwed over. But then again, Daniel Bryan was trained and taught by Shawn Michaels. So I really am leaning towards the fact that what's going to happen is Shawn Michaels is going to play it right down the middle. He's going to play it cleanly. And what I think possibly could happen in this match is Orton gets on Shawn Michaels' case. Michaels gives him the kick and knocks him out with the kick. And Daniel Bryan gets the pin. Now, again, this could lead us into another corporate uh, uh, instance where Triple H could say, well, you interfered, blah, blah. But it's a Hell in a Cell match, so there can be interference, so it should be legit. Those are my thoughts on that. So, looking at Raw, I really don't know. I haven't really been impressed in the last few weeks on Monday Night Raw. I know CM Punk's supposed to be in a handicap match tonight against Curtis Axel and Paul Heyman. Again, more redundancy. It's all repetitious. And it's time to move on as far as I'm concerned. And I know it's not going to move on until after Hell in the Cell when Punk faces Ryback. And this is where Ryback's going to probably injure CM Punk because Punk's going to be taking some time off. And that's part of the reason why John Cena is back as early as he is. So, it's just a vicious circle here in the WWE right now. And, I blame the WWE for the fact that they start pushing their younger stars and then they just stop. And it's like there's a stop sign there, and all of a sudden they're forgotten. And it goes back to the same old people all the time. It is the Randy Orton, it is the John Cena's, the Alberto Del Rios right now. I mean, it is the same guys. And of course, to me, they're talking about their roster being very thin, and they don't have guys that really could go after the belts and stuff. Well, my idea is split up the Shield. Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns all could go after belts. They're all that good. So why not do it? I mean, to me, you're complaining about a thin roster. These are three guys that can be added to title defenses or title runs, and whether they do it or not, I don't know. But I mean, I think Roman Reigns to me would be a perfect world heavyweight champion, and I do see somewhere down the road maybe Dean Ambrose going after the WWE title. And Seth Rollins right now, I'm really not sure what direction they're going to put him into. But the thing is, they got to separate these guys eventually. They are the most devastating tag team in a very long time, but it's time to move on. I mean, because after a while, you get tired of the Shield getting involved in each other's matches, and the outcome always is the same. So the WWE needs to start mixing it up a bit, and until they do, right now, I mean, I don't care what the ratings say. I only know how I feel when I watch the show. That I get bored sometimes, and I just say to myself, well, I stayed up for this, But anyway, that's my opinion on it. So that's sort of a look at Monday Night Raw tonight. And like I said, I discussed a few other things. So it's Monday. Peace out, everybody, and enjoy Raw. Hopefully it is a good show, and we'll find out when it's all said and done. See you next time.